Supervisor Neal.
Nominate trustee Fisher.
Second.
Commissioner Fryerson,
Aye.
Commissioner Holmes,
Aye.
Commissioner McDowell, Chairman Neal. Okay, trustee Fisher.
Aye. Okay. All right, I'll officially call this meeting to order. Please call the roll. So we have official.
Trustee Fryerson,
Here.
trustee Holmes,
Here.
temporary chair Fryerson, Fisher.
Here. Okay. Mr. Bremner, would you care to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Please join me in pledging allegiance to our flag.
I pledge allegiance
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the
and to the republic for which it stands, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Next item is agenda changes. Do any of the trustees have any agenda changes?
No.
No.
No? Is there a motion to accept the agenda as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Fryerson,
Aye.
trustee Holmes,
Aye.
temporary chair Fisher.
Aye. Item 5 is citizens' comments. Does anybody have a comment? Mr. Bremner, please. I was going to say, if you wanted to stay in your chair, we could do that, but that's,
Thank you. Honorable sirs and gentle lady in absentia, I stand before you this evening as I have every year about this time to remind you that it was on the 10th of November in 1775 that a Continental Congress authorized Captain Samuel Nicholas to raise 2 battalions of seagoing soldiers to be known as Continental Marines. Ever since that date, every United States Marine everywhere has claimed the 10th of November as his or her birthday. Therefore, I respectfully call upon the Zion Township Board to send the appropriate birthday greetings to the Commandant of the Corps at 8th and I in Washington, D.C. Thank you, sir. I request permission to stand down.
please. Yes. Item 6, approval of minutes of a regular meeting held on September 17th, 2024 at 6 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Fryerson,
Aye.
trustee Holmes,
Aye.
temporary chair Fisher.
Aye. Item 7 is authorizing bills for payment for September. I did check with the assessor and with our wonderful business manager here. And so I would ask for a motion to authorize the bills in the amount of $85,463.51.
So moved.
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Fryerson,
Aye.
trustee Holmes,
Aye.
temporary chair Fisher.
Aye. Item 8, receive and place on file the annual treasurer's report.
I'll make the motion that the annual treasurer's report be placed on file.
Second.
Is there any discussion, any comments or questions on the report? I don't have any. No? Okay. All right, hearing there are no comments, and we have a motion and second, clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Fryerson,
Aye.
trustee Holmes,
Aye.
temporary chair Fisher.
Aye. Item 9 is receive and place on file the audit for the year ending April 30th, 2024. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any comment or questions? I haven't had a chance to look at it myself.
Same.
Okay. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Ryerson,
Aye.
Trustee Holmes,
Aye.
Temperature Fisher.
Aye. Item 11 is the assessor's report. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped the levy recommendation. Oh, okay, no. Okay, we're gonna step back one. We have here a memorandum on the subject of levy for 2025, 2026 recommendation. It says here, in keeping a 4.5-month surplus as 3 to 6 months, which was recommended, instead of the 1 to 2 year surplus, which the township used to keep. The FICA fund will need to be raised by $10,000. And thanks to the CEJA grant, the recommendation is to keep the levy flat, so to cover for the increase in the FICA fund. The general assistance fund will be reduced by the $10,000 amount. Just looking at the breakout, the total levy would be $1,086,602. Is there, anybody have any comments or questions about this, or thoughts that they want to share?
I would make that motion to accept as presented.
Well, all it says, recommendation for discussion, so actually,
No vote today.
no vote on this one, just if there's anybody who has any thoughts or comments. Do you have anything you want to add, Sandra?
I do not at this time. Supervisor Neal only stated that the next month we'll continue to review the levy and the CEJA grant to see if additional cuts can or should be made.
Because ideally, what we would want to do is offset operations and try to bring our levy
Correct.
down as much as we reasonably can.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. No comment? Nothing? Okay. All right. So we'll move on to the next item, which is the assessor's report. And please, please share with us what's going on.
Good evening. We are in our last week of appeals. Monday, the 21st is our official closing date. After that, we will go into our hearings, which are scheduled by the county, so that can be over the next few months. The majority of what I'm getting now is commercial appeals, but we're in the last week, so it's a toss-up right now. It could be more residential as well. But that's where we are. And we will be closed in observance of Veterans Day on Monday, the 11th of November. And in the community, I was a speaker and have been a part of the Getting Your House in Order class that has been led by Janina Hall and sponsored by the Community Partners for Affordable Housing. And this class is designed to educate consumers on the home buying process and fiscal responsibilities. So just wanting to make sure that they understand the assessment process as well as any other knowledge that I can share with them.
Quick question, for filing appeals, the appeals process, there's a lot of businesses out there that are marketing, fight your taxes, but it's not necessary for people to do that. They can file their appeals for free.
Correct.
Directly with
With
is it
Lake
with
County.
your office or with the county?
With the county, with Lake County. The website, we have flyers, we have information. I don't have the website in front of me, but I have the information in my office, and I can make sure that I submit it for the minutes. And there's video out there as well that gives you step-by-step instructions on how to file that appeal. But no one needs to hire an attorney or anyone else if they feel comfortable enough to go and file that appeal themselves. However, businesses do have to have representation. They do have to have an attorney.
But yeah, for individual homeowners.
For individual
they can do
homeowners.
the appeal themselves.
They can do the appeals themselves, so it's not necessary to pay anyone else.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm glad you clarified that because, you know, this time of year, these signs, they're inundating the city with those signs, and some people actually, you know, take advantage of, and like you said, they don't really have to.
Yes, yes. And I've stressed that quite a bit when speaking with people and having the workshops and things like that, just to make sure that they know. Because there are a lot of people who will, you know, take advantage of those that are not knowledgeable. We've been getting a lot of calls because we have a lot of first-time home buyers, so that have purchased within the last couple of years. So they're asking, like, what is this blue sheet? What does this mean? You know, do I have to do something? How do I do it? So I've been able to have a lot of one-on-one conversations with them this year. So I've been feeling really good about that, and that's both in person and over the phone, and even via email, because they've been just reaching out to us as much as possible. So really giving them a good in-depth, and then kind of walking them through, you know, most of the process, any questions they may have. You know, I or my staff have been open to answering their questions, just to help make sure that they understand how to file and like I said, have a true understanding of the process. Yep.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, we're gonna move on to item 12. Read through the supervisor's report and announcements. So we're gonna go through this here. Let's see, we've got the treasurer's report and we've got the audit. Zion Township will be closed October 14th for Indigenous Peoples' Day / Columbus Day, and November 11th for Veterans Day, and November 28th and 29th for Thanksgiving. Supervisor Neal and 3 of her staff will be attending the TOI conference. That's the Township Officials of Illinois in Springfield on November 11th through 13th. The office will remain open with 2 staff members. Township updates. We have the monthly client services report. The Fall Zion Quarterly is out. Please remember to share any community events with Sandra at zbquarterly@gmail.com. Zion Township is collecting names of families who are in need for this Christmas holiday. Please have them call the office to sign up. Is that for the ELF
Yes, it is.
network? Okay. LIHEAP has started. Zion Township will take walk-ins Monday mornings starting from October 21st from 9 to 11 a.m. Residents can contact Zion Township to find out what to bring to the session. LIHEAP is the low-income energy assistance program, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah. And that, okay, it says starting from October 21st, when does the program end? Do we know?
We don't know that. Usually it goes all the way till March.
Okay.
So right now, just for sessions held at Zion Township, we're hosting every Monday
Okay.
between 9 and 11 as walk-ins.
Let's see. The Illinois Secretary of State Mobile Driver Services Facility was at the ZB Library today. I assume that's today, and served 48 residents for services and had 10 residents sit in on the Rules of the Road class. Next year, there will be 2 mobile sessions, one in May and the other in October. And the Zinnias for Zion website is up and running, and residents can start to order their zinnia flats now. Visit zinniasforzion.com because you want to get the jump on getting your flowers in for next spring.
At least your orders.
Get your orders in early. All right. Is there anything else to come before the board this evening? Okay, then, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Ryerson,
Aye.
trustee Holmes,
Aye.
Temperature Fisher.
Aye, and thank trustee Holmes for joining us by phone tonight. Otherwise, we would not
Thank
be
you.
able to have a meeting. So,
Very good.
thank you all for coming, and we will see you next month.